Our issue is many times we're not consistent simply because we have adopted such a perfectionist mindset. Oh, I got to look right. My hair's got to look like this. I got to be able to make sure I speak and I don't say or this, that, and the other. I'm wondering how people are thinking about me. And now you allow people's opinions to become your prison. What's up? What's up, family? How you doing? How you living? How's it going? What's happening? I hope you're doing well. Listen, I want you to jump into this topic here. I want to talk about being a social media superstar. I know the title may be a little off-putting to you. Like, when in the world be a social media superstar? I'm no superstar at all. Maybe what you're saying to yourself. I'm an introvert. I'm just laid back. I'm chill. I'm behind the scenes. You know, I'm not really trying to be out there like that. That's for other people. Don't discount yourself. The people I'm talking to are those who are looking at me right now through the portal of your phone, your computer, your screen, whatever it is. Right? I want to show you how to be a social media superstar. Why is that important? Why is it important? Simply because nobody can support what they don't know about. Hear me. If we don't know about it, it doesn't exist. You got to understand that. No matter how great your product or your service may be, no matter how great your brand, no matter how great your story, no matter how great your book may be, if we don't know about it, it's non-existent. Can't support what's invisible to the eye. You gotta promote, you gotta brand, you gotta sear into the conscience and the minds of people what you do and who you are. Right? It's about you crafting your identity. You got to identify what it is that you're good at. You got to do a personal analysis on yourself. All right. So I want to give you a few things, really just about your brand awareness, about taking you to the next level that I know is going to help you because it has helped me. Yeah, I've amassed, probably between 3 different networks, close to 100,000 followers. And I'm talking about 3 different networks: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I'm verified on each of those specific sites. Not just a Facebook fan page. My regular Facebook personal page is verified. Twitter, verified. Instagram, verified. But have you specifically verified your own brand, your own self? You developing who it is that you are. I want to talk about that. Attention is, in many cases, the new form of development and communication, so to speak. Money flows where attention goes. Let me say it twice because it's so nice. I know we have a lot of affirmations where we say money flows to me easily and effortlessly. It won't flow to you easily and effortlessly if you're not promoting yourself endlessly and continuously. Oh, I'm talking better. Then y'all are kicking it with me. I'm going to go to my board. I'm going to go to my screen here. Right? You can say money flows to me easily and effortlessly all you want to. But money's not going to flow to you easily and effortlessly unless you promote yourself and your business continuously and endlessly. And you have to do this unabashedly. You got to be shameless about it because we were always told to grow up. We were always told growing up, be humble. Don't say this. Don't talk about yourself too much, so on and so forth. But how do you expect anybody to support you? How do you expect anybody to celebrate you? How do you expect anybody to cause that money to flow to you easily and effortlessly if you're not bringing any attention to what it is that you do? Right? You can promote yourself humbly if you got to do that. Right? If you're so caught up on that. But being a social media superstar, again, let me put a few things on here that I want you to be cognizant about. Money flows where attention goes. And you think about this. Money is currency. Currency is a flow. Are you in your flow? Are you in your specific zone to where you're promoting yourself, to where you're using the channels of social media? Listen, we're in a society, we're in a day and age, we're in a generation now, we're in a technology age to where you can craft your own blueprint. You can craft your own reputation online, right? Online marketing, online businesses is where is where the world is right now. What is the digital fingerprint that you have of yourself, of your story, of how you're using social media to be able to promote yourself? You got to do it more than once a week. You should be leveraging Facebook. Last time I checked, Facebook is free. Yeah, you can put ads and all that other stuff on there. But beyond just that, Facebook is free. Twitter is free. Instagram is free. TikTok is free. Beyond just doing TikTok dances. Snapchat is free. LinkedIn is free. Right? Are you linked into what it is that you do, who it is that you are? Are you using your email? Creating a landing page or getting leads so that you can now funnel people into what it is that you do and to promote your business. You can't support what people don't know about. And I believe it first begins with your mindset. You got to believe that there's something significant, that there's something special, that there's something incredible about you. Well, I'm nobody and I'm from California. I'm from Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm from Detroit, Michigan. I'm from Chicago. I'm from New York. It's nothing special about me. You continue to say that about yourself, you'll never do much for yourself. Listen, if you think little of yourself, you'll do little for yourself. But if you think much of yourself, you'll do much for yourself and others. So here's the thing. It first begins with your mindset. You got to first change our mindset. If we're going to be a social media superstar, if I'm going to promote myself, if I'm going to share about what it is that I do and who it is that I am, it first begins with my mindset. I got to change the way I think about myself. For some of us, you got to affirm yourself. For some of us, you need to do a personal analysis of yourself and write down all the things that you're good at, that you have accomplished, that you've set out to do, that you've actually achieved. Write down your failures too. Right? The opportunities that you've missed out on. Right? For me, sharing my story, overcoming cancer. Multiple setbacks and struggles, being told no so many times, but no is new opportunity. Me writing 14 books now. None of those books matter. You don't just write a book just to write a book. You write a book to sell it. But in order to sell it, you have to promote it. It's about the marketing. It's about the mindset. I had to change the way I thought about myself to be able to go out, turn so many of the things that I have done into opportunities that now lead others into a place of success. What you've been through is credible. What you've been through is significant. It's valuable. Somebody's waiting for you to be who you are so they can become who they're supposed to be. So it begins with mindset. Another thing that it also speaks to as well is a level of commitment. Level of commitment. Listen, if you say, well, I'll promote, I post this, that, and the other, but nobody's getting any, I'm not getting any feedback. I'm not getting any likes. I'm not getting any comments or whatever the case may be. Don't get so hung up on that to where you stop and stall. Right? For me to ever get verified, for me to ever get a certain amount of social media following, not just locally, but also globally, I first started off with one follower. You got to be consistent. Commitment is about consistency. Let me do that again. Commitment is also about consistency and frequency. Right? Consistency is about me doing it over and over again. Frequency is about how many times I do that. right? Let's say, for instance, you're saying, okay, I'm gonna do what you say. I'm gonna get on my YouTube or whatever the case may be. And a lot of times people don't think YouTube is a social media, right? It is an engine for and a portal for getting your message out. I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna do more than just one post a day or one post a week, right? I've got to be consistent with it. Maybe there's a certain time of the day that you're going to post. Maybe you're planning your post out. How many times? How frequent are you going to do it in the course of a day, in the course of a week? How many times will you do that? Right? I got to be consistent. I got to continue to do it. I got to show up every day. And then the frequency, how many times will I be showing up in the course of a day? If nobody knows about you, how can they support you? Money flows where attention goes. Are you bringing people to the place to where now you're top of mind because you post? And when you post, do you add value? So it's all about adding value. Listen, they had a statement mentioning prepare to be sick of me. that should be the mindset. Prepare to be sick of me in 2023. That should be the mindset, right? I got to first see that I've got value. I got to understand that with my mindset. I've also got to be committed. If you become committed, I guarantee you'll be consistent, but you'll also become creative. Well, I don't know what to post about. Just to first decide to be committed. Every single day I'm going to show up. Right? Even if it's just for once a day. Maybe you now move to multiple times a day. I'm going to show up every day, but I'm going to show up multiple times a day, over and over again, to where I'm going to be the top of people's mind. And because I'm going to be the top of people's mind every single day, I'm putting some time into my schedule and my craft to be creative. Well, I'm working multiple jobs. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. So on and so forth, whatever the case may be. Are you going to be committed to who it is that you are? Listen, nobody's going to promote you like you promote you. Nobody's going to celebrate you like you celebrate you. Nobody's going to talk about your business like you can. Nobody can express the vision that you have the way that you can. But here's the question, will you? To be a social media superstar, you got to be committed every single day. Well, what if I'm posting too much? There's no such thing as too much. There are no rules on this social media game. There are no rules for you being a social media superstar. There are no rules for this branding and the promotion aspect of who it is that you are. The only rules are the ones that you allow other people to tell you. Well, you doing too much. Main people who are saying you're doing too much are generally the ones who are not doing enough. Stop letting people talk you out of what you're supposed to step into. And our issue is many times we're not consistent simply because we have adopted such a perfectionist mindset. Oh, I got to look right. My hair's got to look like this. I got to be able to make sure I speak and I don't say or this, that, and the other. I'm wondering how people are thinking about me. And now you allow people's opinions to become your prison. To where you stay shackled, to where you stay stifled, to where you stay frozen, to where you don't make any moves. And you've got people who are less talented than you are, less gifted maybe even than you are, who are far superseding you simply because you have developed a case of imposter syndrome. What is imposter syndrome? Imposter syndrome is now the false belief that you're not who you say you are, much less think you are. And as a result, it keeps you locked in and locked out of opportunity. Hear me. You can't allow people's opinions to become your prison. You can't even allow your own thoughts of your deficiencies and insufficiency and all these other things to become a psychological prison and an impediment to yourself. Got to think big. You got to break through. You got to break out. You got to try different things. You got to be creative, but it won't happen unless you first commit it. But this is what you got to do. You got to get to the blueprint of using what it is that you already have. What do you already have? You got it. Facebook. You got Instagram, right? You got Twitter. Some of y'all still got MySpace. I'm gonna leave that alone. You got Snapchat. You got TikTok. You got LinkedIn. And I know I need to do better with LinkedIn. I got to get back on LinkedIn and make that happen. Right? You got all of these opportunities to be able to brand yourself for free. Are you going to harness it? Are you going to use it? Or are you going to allow people to say, she's doing too much, he's doing too much, and allow that to stop you from promoting what it is that you can do with consistency and frequency? But it's not going to happen unless you're first committed. The commitment won't happen unless the mindset is there. Those two go together. Right? You got to adopt that. And all of this is going to happen. The creativity will flow. And the money will flow because you're bringing the attention. Money flows where attention goes. And here's the question. Where do you want to go? Where do you see yourself? Not just tomorrow, not just the rest of this year, but the next year, years into the future. Where do you see your family becoming? It's going to happen by using the social media blueprint of promoting yourself shamelessly, endlessly, continuously, because you've got value to offer the world. As I said before, somebody's waiting for you to become who you are so they can become who they're supposed to be. Don't cheat the world by trying to be a cheap copy. Don't cheat the world by hiding your identity. Listen, if your voice shakes, still speak. Right? If your hands is, what did Eminem say? Hands sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. Palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. Right? If you're trembling a little bit, heard T.D. Jakes say, feel the fear and do it anyway. People always say, well, be fearless, as if you don't have any fear anyway. No, I just have less fear than I did because I decided to step out. The most dangerous place you can be in life is not when you're walking on water, but when you're staying in the boat. It's time to walk. It's time to break out of your comfort zone. It's time to get out of your secluded shell and shyness and suffering in silence and let the world know the gifts you have inside of you. Right? You got to unwrap that gift in you. Got to unwrap that gift. And the gift is about you understanding that the tragedy is to be gifted, but to never open the package. And even beyond that, just not opening the package. The tragedy is to be gifted, but to never even use what's in the package. You're packaged with purpose, promise, possibility, and potential. And it's your time. It's your time to soar. That's right. It's your time to soar. Use Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, TikTok. If you got to use MySpace, use it too. Use LinkedIn as a launching pad to soar to the next level. I want to show you how to do that, even in a greater way. I want to show you how to do that with consistency, because I'm committed to your progress. I'm committed to your growth. I want to see you win. And I guarantee you, if you spread your wings, you'll win. What am I talking about? In order for you to soar, you've got to have an eagle's mindset. Eagles, empowered, authentically gifted leaders envisioning success. That's you. And I want you to join me in my amazing academy, where we empower you and show you how to move from purpose to profit, from ideas to income, contacts to contracts, really how to harness who it is that you are, tapping into your emotional intelligence, your healing, your transparency, breaking through all of the barriers with all the things that are self-limiting beliefs, the imposter syndrome, what I mentioned even earlier. I want to see your face in our digital space. Go right now. Go right now. Yeah. Join. Go to the website, www www.theeaglesacademy.com. It's tailor-made for you. The insight, the motivation, the inspiration, the teaching that I'm going to give you, the strategies that are relatable, that are practical, that are implementable. Yeah, yeah, you can implement them. All of the past recordings, the past sessions, the masterclass, all of it is at your disposal. Simply join www.theeaglesacademy.com. Can't wait to see your face in the digital space. It's time for you to level up. It's time for you to be a social media superstar.